Today, we're just doing a get ready with me while we talk about why patience is not punishment, but it should be used for preparation, and it should be used to basically get you ready for whatever it is that you are aiming towards in your life, whether that be a personal goal, whether that be a professional goal, whatever it may be. Hell, I'm here to help you figure out that being patient is the key to everything. If you are patient, everything will fall into place. And that is so important. And I feel like this is not something that a lot of people talk about, because in this day and age, we are really, really like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Like, we got to get shit done. We got to get shit done. We really don't take the time out to just enjoy life and enjoy what is going on. So I just want to be able to teach y'all that patience is key. Patience is virtue. And honestly, if you got to wait a little bit longer for it, that means it's going to be fucking awesome anyway. So that's all that I'm here to chit chat and talk to y'all about. So please feel free to roll in, like, comment, share this live. This will be a part 1 of part 2, because I have a lot to speak on when we are talking about patience. So since I have a lot to speak on when we're talking about patience anyway, it's going to be basically a part 2 to this video. So to those who are rolling in, feel free to go ahead and like, share, comment, because this is going to be a really, really good live. I'm going to drop some jewels and basically help y'all out the way that I wish somebody would have helped me out when I was first starting my journey of basically learning how to function without being in a corporation and learning how to just function like a regular, degular, schmegular person should be able to fucking function. So please feel free, go ahead and come in, like, comment, share. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on my makeup. I really don't have nowhere to be today, to be quite honest with you. I don't have nowhere to be, but Thursdays are just literally the days where honestly I love getting up and I love getting dressed. So I figured, since I always come on TikTok in a motherfucking bonnet anyway, like I'm always in a fucking bonnet on TikTok, like, and all my videos, honestly, I'm always in a bonnet. I'm always in a muumuu. And honestly, that's what I look like on a day-to-day basis. And I just never understood the point of trying to get dressed up to get on the fucking internet. Because in all actuality, like, majority of us are in muumuus. Majority of us are looking crazy as hell. Edges not motherfucking laid. Just looking crazy. Looking however the fuck we want to look. So I figured it'll be refreshing to actually see me. Like, for real. Like, it'll actually be refreshing to see me in, like, makeup and all of that good stuff. So I am gonna, where the hell? If I could find all my shit. It's been such a long time since I've actually, like, dug into my makeup and done anything. So I also want to see if I still have skills, because I probably still don't have the skills whatsoever. But I guess we're gonna find out today, and hopefully my summer tan has went down so that way I can use my LA Girl Color concealer all over my face, because that is my preference when it pertains to concealer. Yes, what are you fussing at me for? What did I do to you? I didn't even do nothing to you. I'm just trying to work. Stop meowing at me and catching that attitude with me. I didn't do nothing to you. My cats are absolutely hilarious. They have been talking more ever since they have been, what's the word that I'm looking for? They've been talking like a whole lot more ever since they've gotten to the point where what's the word? They haven't been spayed, because I got them, honestly, they were given to me. So since they were given to me, I just kind of took them and I was just like, okay, just give me the fucking cats. Because at the end of the day, if I don't take the fucking cats, they're going to end up dead, because the fuck, all the fucking pounds and shit like that was fucking full. So I was like, let me go ahead and take these 2 motherfuckers. Now I got these 2 motherfuckers running around in my house, destroying my shit left and fucking right. Can't have nothing nice. I thought my kids was bad. No, honey, cats are way worse. Animals are way fucking worse. They are than kids. Because kids, you can tell them to stop, but, you know, they'll listen. But cats, dogs, oh no, baby. You try to tell them to stop, them motherfuckers are just like, okay, I'm gonna try this shit again and see if you gonna fight me or not. My cat's been on that motherfucking energy lately. So we've been going back and forth arguing, but I'm definitely about to go get their asses spayed because if this is what y'all gonna be doing because y'all not spayed, y'all asses need to go get motherfucking spayed right now because I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not about to be sitting up here arguing with cats. I already argue with little humans on a day-to-day motherfucking basis. Fucking 7 years old arguing me down. And you 7. And I got a set of twins and they 7 and they just be arguing me the fuck down. And now I gotta argue with cats too? Are you serious? No, I ain't trying to be doing all of that. But story of my life. I can't complain. It could be a whole lot motherfucking worse. Hell, I'm unemployed live on TikTok doing whatever it is that I want to do. While a majority of people at work, I cannot complain. Bills getting paid, they may be getting paid late, but they still getting paid. I can guarantee you that, okay? They might get paid late. It might be some late fees associated with it, but them bills still gonna get paid, period, okay? Late as fuck, but they still paid. And we still got a roof over our head. We still got food and a motherfucking refrigerator in the pantry, so... And ain't no point of even bitching, tripping, or moaning and complaining about it. Hell, I get to do what I want for however long of a duration that the universe says. And then whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be doing next, I'll do that. But until then, I'm just enjoying life. I'm enjoying being here. I'm enjoying motherfucking breathing. And honestly, it could be a whole lot worse. I could be hungry. I might not get to buy the food that I want to eat. But hey, I'm still good, so I can't complain. I cannot complain at all. But now that all of my stuff is set out, because that's what I was really waiting on, for all of my stuff to get all nice and set out. So now my stuff is all nice and set out. I can start doing my makeup, and we can start talking about why patience is not punishment whatsoever. I really do feel like as children, we were conditioned to believe that things that come to us quickly, things that come to us very fast with very few minimum of any type of work, dedication, whatever it may be. I really do believe at a very young age, we were taught that if you have to wait a long time, if you have to do this, if you have to do that, it's a bad thing. And that's not necessarily true whatsoever. The older I've grown, the more that I have come to notice that the things that usually take the longest, the things that you have to put in work for, the things that you have to learn how to be patient with and patient for, is usually worth it at the end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to basically let you know, like, hey, it's important to understand that in moments of stillness, it's a chance for you to practice. It's a chance for you to basically get prepped and get ready for what it is that you're aiming towards, whatever goal that may be. Hi to everybody that's joining in. Feel free to share, like, comment, all that good stuff. But like I was saying, it's important for you to understand that during those times of stillness, during those times of silence, during those times of, oh my gosh, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? 9 times out of 10, you're not supposed to be doing anything. You're not supposed to be doing nothing at all but sitting there and basically preparing for what it is that you have been manifesting for however long that you have been manifesting, or whatever goals that you have been working towards for however long you have been working towards them. I feel like it is a great time for you to basically idealize what it is that you want, what it is that you are looking for when it pertains to... Can you please get out the blinds? Y'all gonna stress me the fuck out. Get out the blinds, please. Thank you. Like I was saying, that this is a great time for you to basically get ready, because you know that success is your birthright. And if you don't know that success is your birthright, I'm telling you right now, success is your birthright. You have every single right to be successful. You have every single right to have the life that you want to have, simply for the fact that you're alive, that you're here. That's enough right there. That is enough for you to fucking be successful in life. You're here. You're alive. You made it. Out of all the nut that came out of your daddy's sack, you the one who got to the mama's egg first. And for that reason, and that reason right there, you deserve to have a long, happy, successful life. You deserve the greatness of life. And sometimes that's gonna take practice. Sometimes it's gonna having you fail. Sometimes it's gonna having patience, being still, understanding that during those moments of stillness that you can go ahead and start preparing for the life that it is that you know that you deserve. at the end of the day. So I'm basically here to go over some stuff. If this message is for you, please feel free to stay. If not, hey, I might not be your cup of tea. That is okay. But trust me, there are plenty of people out there that's giving advice just like me. That's probably more qualified than I could ever be. But due to my life experiences, I think, in my personal opinion, I'm more than qualified to talk about these things and to let you all know ways that you can make it through. This is not the fucking concealer that I need. Ways to basically make it through. Alrighty? So, who is this message for? Like I said it before, it's for everyone. Everybody in their day-to-day life, everybody is working towards a goal. Like I said, whether that be a professional goal, a personal goal, whether that be a family-oriented goal, whether that be a goal to lose weight, whatever it may be, everybody has a goal. Everybody has something in life that it is that they want to do, that they need to do, or they feel like they have to do. And honestly, that's what goals are for. Goals are there so that way you can make sure that you get to live the life that you've always wanted to live. Sorry, give me a second. I cannot talk and do makeup, and this is my first time discovering this shit. Discovering it on the live is not ideal, but needless to say, I'm discovering I cannot talk and do makeup at the same time, so I might have to do something else on another live, but we in this motherfucker now. We already in here, we in deep. So like I was saying before, this message is for everyone. Everybody has to learn how to have patience, because that's the only way things are going to be able to come into fruition for you. And fruition, not necessarily in the way that you like it, but it comes into fruition the way that you need it to be. So that way your ultimate goals, whatever that may be, will come to fruition. They'll basically be successful. So I just have to say, hi to everyone that's in here. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm discovering that I cannot talk and do makeup at the same time. So I am literally fucking trying, okay? So just bear with me here, because I am literally fucking trying to talk and do makeup at the same time. Shout out to the girlies who can do this shit. Because, baby, I don't think this one is for me. I think maybe doing fucking dabs and... maybe doing dabs on live is more so my cup of tea than doing fucking makeup on live while fucking talking. Because, baby, the struggle is fucking real. But right now, all I'm doing is just laying down my base. And what I use is Pro Concealer. Because this shit is $5 fucking, and it gives you full fucking coverage for $5 fucking buckaroos. You cannot beat that. You can find it at Five and Below, or you can find it at Ulta. And the color that I'm using, if I can find the one that I just fucking had open, there it is. This one is medium beige. Pure beige is what I use under my eyes because it's way lighter, essentially. And if you don't want that one, they have a LA Girl concealer. The fuck? The LA Girl. This one's like $1.25. Not good coverage, I will say that. But if you stack it up, it be looking all right. It be looking all right in pictures, okay? Not full coverage. It's not for the full coverage girlies. If you are a full coverage girly, I would not recommend that one at all. But if you are a full coverage girly, that Pro Concealer, every single time, girls, every single time. But back to what I was saying. So, the message is for everyone. Basically, one of the ways that I found for myself to overcome stillness, because that's what patience is to me. I don't look at patience as something that needs to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't look at patience as, I am really fucking struggling to do makeup and talk at the same time. This is so fucking funny to me. This is hilarious to me. And I hope my sister is watching this, because I know she is on her ass right now fucking laughing, watching me struggle and put on makeup at the same fucking time and talk. This is so funny. But like I was saying, sorry, y'all, keep looking over here because my notes are over here too. But basically, I do have a couple of tips when it comes to overcoming being patient, as well as overcoming stillness. Because I feel like everyone needs stillness. That's what I was saying. Everybody needs stillness. And the reason why everybody needs stillness is because it gives you a chance to grow. It gives you a chance to look back on all the things that you have done or the things that you plan on doing. And it allows you to say, okay, where do I need to readjust? Where do I need to move forward? Where do I need to move back? What is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to change? That's why stillness is so important. And that's why patience is so important as well. Because in that patience and in that stillness, You know yourself better. You know who you are. You know how much you can and how much you can't take. And you will never be able to figure that out if you do not exercise patience and you do not sit in that stillness and take a moment and take a breath to be like, okay, this is what's going on. Okay, I just needed a second to reevaluate. I needed a second to think. I need a second to make sure that every single thing that I'm doing is good. And that's why stillness and patience is so important. So the first tip that I have for you is to find an outlet. I cannot stress that enough, but you need to find an outlet that is not associated with what you're waiting on. That is so important because so many people try to go and find outlets, and those outlets are directly associated with what it is that they're waiting on. And that never made sense to me, because if you're patiently waiting for something to come into fruition, or you're patiently waiting for something to finally happen because you've been putting in all of that hard work, why would you use that as an outlet? It doesn't make sense to use it as an outlet whatsoever, because now you're going to be sitting there. That stillness, and that patience is going to turn into what? Anxiety. It's going to turn into 16,000 fucking thoughts. And you thinking to yourself, oh my motherfucking God, what if this happened? Oh my motherfucking God, what if that happened? Oh my motherfucking God, I can't do this. I can't be patient. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to go ahead and take that, knowing damn well that you're not supposed to be doing that in the first place. That's why it is so important for you to find an outlet that is not associated with that goal, that is not associated with what it is that you want so bad. And plus, by finding another outlet as well, what that's going to do is that's just going to open you up to more opportunities. That's going to open you up to more people. And those people can open you up to opportunities. Those people can open your eyes up to new things. Those people can also, you never know, might end up being into what it is that you're trying to get your mind off of, and then they could be there to help you. You never know. So having an outlet that is outside of what it is that you are working on is so important, because it also gives you a sense of hope. Like, oh my gosh, like there's a life outside of this goal. There's a life outside of all of this. Like, I can actually do shit outside of my whole life being surrounded by the constant thought and the constant pressure of this has to come to fruition for me in order for my life to be exactly what it is that I want it to be. So finding that outlet is so important. Do you hear me? It is so important for you to find that motherfucking outlet. Because once you find that outlet, once you find that, okay, then all that anxiousness, all that anxiety, all of that good stuff, it goes away. It goes away. And you are able to actually function as a person in society that A, is going after their goals in life, being that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Being that nigga, whoever's watching right now, because I'm not paying attention to the chat. Being that bitch, being that nigga, being whoever it is that you know that you are. And plus, it also is very, very healthy to get away from that. Because I know a lot of people, what they're aiming towards is work. What they're aiming towards is being able not to work in a 9-to-5. Because honestly, a lot of people are not meant for that. That shit is draining as fuck. Like, it's draining as hell working in a motherfucking 9-to-5. So I know a lot of people, especially now that so many people are being laid off, especially women of color are being laid off in a mass rate. I noticed that a lot of people are just saying, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to do whatever the fuck it is that I want to do with my motherfucking life. And honestly, I'm here for that. And a part of that is being able to take a step back from all of it that you're working on, all of it of what you're doing, and going, having fun, making new friends, talking to people. That is very, 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 very important. Okay. I cannot stress that enough. Even if you're like me and you don't really like people like that, and you don't like interacting with humans and shit like that, it's important. Because ultimately, it's going to help you get to your goal. Okay. Having fun, ultimately the tip, having fun is going to help you get to that fucking goal. Okay. If you are going to have fun, get into your goal, you're going to be able to tell everybody, yes, I was patient. And the reason why I was patient was what? Because I was fucking having fun in the fucking process. You'll be able to say that. And honestly, it makes the process go a whole lot motherfucking smoother. All right. So the next tip that I have for you is to locate where the anxiety is coming from in your goal. That is so important. because a lot of people get nervous because they feel like they're gonna fail. A lot of people get nervous because they feel like, oh my gosh, people are watching me, especially if you're in the social media space. People are gonna watch you. Like, you have to get over that. You have to get over people judging you. You have to get over people talking about you. And it doesn't matter whether it's in social media, real life, it does not matter. You're gonna have to fucking get over it. You're gonna get over you gotta get over it. Hey, you gotta get over it. You have to get over it. Okay? That is a part of fucking life. Once you locate where that anxiety is within you, then you will be able to have, whether that be words of affirmation, whether that be you talking to yourself to bring yourself back down into reality, whether that be meditation, whether that be something just to get your mind off of it, you'll be able to shift your energy. You'll be able to shift your thoughts elsewhere. And that is so important because anxiety has been the downfall of a lot of people. A lot of people. And a lot of people won't tell you that. And a lot of people won't admit that. Anxiety is the reason why a lot of people stop. They don't stop because they feel like they're going to fail. They don't stop because of wanting to be looked at. They literally stop because of the anxiety. And because anxiety leads to what? Overthinking. It leads to overthinking every single time. It leads to overthinking. And when you're overthinking, I don't know about y'all, but I don't be overthinking in positive thoughts. Like, those thoughts don't be positive whatsoever when I'm overthinking. When I'm overthinking, I'm thinking the worst of the fucking worst. I'm like, oh my gosh, a freaking meteor is gonna fall out of the fucking sky and land on my fucking project. That's how crazy my thoughts get. Okay? That's how crazy my thoughts get when I overthink. So it is so important for you to find that source of anxiety. And you never know. It could be linked back to a childhood issue. It could be linked back to what it is your boss said to you 3 years down the motherfucking line, or 3 years ago down the motherfucking line, that made you think that, oh, you will never be successful. You will never be able to do it. You have to locate that. Once you find that, sit with it. Sit in your feelings. Sit in your emotions. I cannot stress that enough. Because it will come back to bite you in your fucking ass. It will. Every single time. If you do not sit in those emotions, you do not be in those emotions, it's going to come back to hunt you every single time, y'all. Every single time. You cannot run from yourself. And that's why people start what? Taking drugs. They start drinking. They start going out there. They start to find other stuff to get addicted to, so that way they can get their mind off themselves. You can't run from you, baby. Like, hate to be the bearer of bad news, hate to be the person to tell you this, but you can't run from you. You have to stand up for yourself, weirdly against yourself. Because even if those thoughts aren't the thoughts that you giving yourself, your subconscious and your mind still took those thoughts and they're still running with them. Because you're still thinking in that process. You're still thinking that you're not worthy enough. You're still anxious. You're still overthinking it. Like I said in the beginning of the live, success is your birthright. You made it out of your daddy's nutsack. Birth is you deserve it. It's literally your birthright to be successful. It's your birthright to have the life that you've always fucking wanted. And I cannot put emphasis on that enough. The thing is that you are going to have to fight in order for you to have that life. You are going to have to fight yourself. Hell, you might get into arguments with other people, all that extra shit, but you have to fight for you. Because ain't nobody gonna fight for you and ain't nobody gonna fuck with you except for you. Until you get to a point where people think that you are worthy of being looked at, you're worthy of being loved and all of that good stuff, which goes back to why it's so important for you to have self-love for yourself and why it's so important for you not to listen to what society thinks and society standards. But that's a video and the topic for a whole nother time. That's a video on the topic that's probably gonna come next week, because this is part 1 to why patience is not a punishment. Okay, so that'll definitely be coming next week. But that's why it is so important for you to fight yourself. Fight that battle. You have to. Ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. Until people deem you worthy of being watched, worthy of being heard, worthy of all of that, you have to know that you're already worthy of that. You have to. You have to know that you are worthy. of what it is that you want, and you are worthy of what it is that you are fighting so hard to have. And can't nobody else tell you otherwise. But most importantly, can't nobody else stop you but you. And anxiety, it'll do it to you every single time. So find that source, come one with that source, and overcome it. Okay? So the next tip that I have is that what I've been saying the whole fucking life. From the fucking beginning. From the fucking jump. Success is your birthright, damn it. All you gotta do is show up. I wish so many people knew that and understood that. Like, success is you just have to fucking show up and put in the fucking work. You'll put in the work for a fucking 9 to 5, but you won't put in the work for yourself. You'll put in the work for your mama. You'll put in the work for your husband. You'll put in the work for your boyfriend. You'll put in the work for your girlfriend, but you won't put in work for yourself. You won't do something that makes you happy. You won't do something that makes you feel fulfilled. That makes no sense to me. Because at the end of the day, when you die, guess what? You going to be sitting with you. Ain't nobody else going to be sitting there. Ain't nobody else going to be sitting in that judgment, whatever you believe in, because I don't want to be disrespectful as fuck. Ain't nobody going to be sitting in that judgment but you. God only going to be, whatever it is that you may believe in, only going to be looking at you and going to be asking you, why didn't you do the things that you wanted to do to fulfill your life? He not going to be asking, that person, why did you do this such and such and such to that person that stopped that person from doing such and such and such? No, he ain't going to be asking that. I can guarantee you that. That's coming from someone who does not believe in the Abrahamic God. I do believe in spirit, but I don't believe in the Abrahamic God. Trust me, he ain't going to be asking you that. He going to be asking you, why didn't you go down there and complete your mission? Why didn't you go down there and be successful? I gave you every single thing that you need to be successful, and yet you didn't put in the work to be successful. And what you gonna do? Look at him and be like, well, such and such and such a said, or such and such a did, or such and such. Okay. That's when you take it upon yourself to overcome and do better. It's that simple. It is that simple. Success is your birthright. All you gotta do is just work hard and show up. Work hard. Work hard like you work for that check. Work hard like you work for that man's attention. Work hard like you work for that woman's attention. Work hard. Work hard and it will happen for you. It is a fucking universal law. Okay? It is a universal law that if you continuously work towards something, you're going to break that wall and you're going to have that breakthrough. You just have to work. And that's something that a lot of people don't want to do. A lot of people see all these people online who make content. A lot of people see all these people who are just doing all of this stuff thinking that, this money is free, this money is good. They're people who making content, trust me, they work hard for their money. They might not make it seem like they work hard for their money, but trust me, they be busting their ass to make that money. Get off my countertop. Get off my countertop. Thank you. Sorry, yelling at my cats. But trust me, they work hard for that money. They do. They work very, very, very hard for that motherfucking money. They do. When they have to come up with ideals, they paying management, they paying teams, they paying makeup artists, they paying all of that. It may look like easy money, but it's not. Hell, they had to put themselves out there to be seen, to be heard, in order for them to even garner the attention that they have now. That's hard work. It may not look like it, but trust me, that's hard work. So put in that work, put in that effort, okay? Take the time out to seriously consider where it is that you want to be 3 to 4 years from now. I'm so serious. Do you want to be continuously living the same cycle that you have been living the last 3 to 4 years? Or do you want to change your fucking life? If you're answering it, well, I want to change my fucking life. Well, guess what, baby? You got to put in the work to do that. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are worthy. All of those things are so important. And that leads back to what? Patience. Because that's something that you have to teach yourself for most people. Because most people, we didn't grow up with our parents teaching us, okay, you need to be patient. You need to do this. Things are going to come to fruition, all that good stuff. We didn't learn all that good shit until we got out there into the real world. When we got out there into the real world, it was like, oh, so this is what patience means. Oh, so this is what my mama meant or what my daddy meant when they said this, that, in the motherfucking third. This is what they talking about. And I feel like y'all definitely understand where the fuck I'm coming from. I do. I feel like y'all understand where I'm coming from. So as long as you put in that work and you genuinely believe in yourself, because that's the key, is genuinely believing in yourself, not allowing those momentary moments where it feels overwhelming, where that anxiety is kicking in, where that ADHD is kicking in because you're looking at other stuff, where that autism is kicking in, where any type of neurospicy is kicking in. Because if you are neurospicy, it is a lot fucking harder. A lot fucking harder for you to reach and accomplish those goals, because concentration is hard as fuck. And that's coming from someone who is neurospicy herself. Like, concentration, hard as fuck, bro. Hard as fuck, at least for me and for most people that I know. So as long as you know that, everything will work out fine. Another tip that I have for you is create multiple goals towards what it is that you're doing. So what I mean by that is, I'm speaking on preparation now. So what I mean by that is taking the time out to sit down and come up with at least 3 daily goals that you want to accomplish, okay? And it's a reason why I said 3, because we're going to keep shit realistic here, okay? Because like I said, we have lives, we have families, and all that good stuff. And self-improvement comes with the territory, okay? But you're going to want to create 3 goals. And the reason why you want to create 3 is because those other 2 that you don't feel like doing, or you feel like you don't have the energy to do, you're going to work on the other goal, okay? That gives you 3 goals every single day that you can look at, that you can choose from and say, okay, I got the energy to do this goal today. Okay. I can do it. Or I don't have the energy to do that goal. What's the next goal? Yeah, I can do that. So coming up with 3 goals every single day to work towards. So that way you can at least have one. You at least have one that you can do, one that you fuck with heavy. And then once you complete that one, you can go on to the next one until all of those 3 goals are completely done. Once those 3 goals are completely done, come up with a new set. That is the easiest, one of the quickest ways, at least for myself, that I found that I've been able to reach all the success that I have reached thus far. And shit, where the fuck I'm heading to, because baby, we don't stop around here. I don't know about y'all, but around here, that shit ain't gonna never motherfucking stop. So create those 3, okay? And even if you have a day where you like, you know what? I don't even want to do those 3 goals. I don't want to do anything. That's okay. Rest is important. Stillness is important. Because like I said, patience is not a punishment. It's just a time for preparation and practice. Okay? And some days, you're not going to have the energy to practice. Some days, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you're just like, I'm fucking done. I can't do shit but look at the motherfucking wall, okay? And that's all a bitch gonna do today. That's fine. As long as you get back up tomorrow and you keep trying, you keep going at it. Don't ever stop. That's another key. Don't ever stop. Because there are going to be times and moments in your life where you're just like, fuck, I don't have an option but to stop. And that's okay if you need to stop for a moment. But never stop working towards that goal. Never. Never stop working towards that bitch. And guess what? That bitch will come into fucking fruition. I'm telling y'all. Y'all just got to be patient. Y'all have to exercise that patience. I cannot stress that enough. That's why I made this live today. Because I want y'all to know that patience is not punishment. It's not. Patience is just simply a time to get you ready. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? Financially, hell even. That's all it's for. That's it. Stop looking at it as a punishment and be grateful at the fact that you have the means, the time, the success to be able to sit and do nothing. To be able to sit and watch what it is that you're working so hard come to success, come to fruition. Because I uploaded a video today, literally joking around, saying that it's not about the journey. It's about the destination. Because the only reason why I'm going on the journey in the first fucking place is because of the motherfucking destination. That's the only reason why I'm going on the fucking journey. It's for the fucking destination. That's it. That's all I'm like. I wouldn't even have started the journey if I didn't give a fuck about the destination. But I do want to say that guess what? The destination is just as important. I mean, the journey, excuse me. The journey is just as important. And the reason why the journey is just as important is because that's where the growth comes from. But most importantly, that's where the growth for the patience comes in. That's when you grow in patience. It's during that journey. It's walking that walk and being like, oh my motherfucking God, can I just get there already? Can I just go? Can I just move? But shit is falling into place for you. including yourself. You're falling into exactly where the fuck you are supposed to be. And that's the whole motherfucking point of exercising that patience and exercising it and using it as a time to what? As a time to practice, as a time to grow, as a time to change. If you want change, guess what? You got to change. And that's the suckiest part. And part of that change is learning how to be patient with yourself and loving yourself through that change. And understanding that ultimately, no, you might not be where you want to be a year from now. No, you might not be where you want to be 2-3 years from now or anything like that. But just know that you're still working, you're still doing, and you're still motherfucking going. So the next thing we're going to talk about is basically how to change your mindset towards patience. Because I know that is something that's very, very hard for a lot of people. Because we live in a very instant gratifying world, okay? Like, literally, like, you can order a fucking book online and have it delivered the same fucking day. You can order fucking PDFs, pictures, and all of that extra shit and literally have them sent to your email 2 seconds after you fucking check out. Like, honestly, the internet has made instant gratification something that everyone wants to constantly strive for in life. But with that instant gratification comes no fucking patience. No patience comes from instant gratification whatsoever. No patience, and most importantly, sometimes no hard work. And hard work is there for you to help you grow. And I know you thinking to yourself, this is not the shit that I fucking came here to hear. I'm looking for something to fucking inspire me. Well, bitch, sorry to be the fucking bearer of bad news, okay? I'm just telling you like everyone else fucking told me. Guess the fuck what? You're going to have to work hard and you're going to have to change. So embrace it, grow in it, learn to love it, because that is so motherfucking important. Learn to love yourself, because when you learn to love yourself, you'll be patient with yourself, but most importantly, you'll be patient with others. You'll know how to maneuver and navigate through your emotions a whole lot better too. But that's, like I said, in all my other, all the other times I've been alive, that's a video for another motherfucking time. It is. That's a video for another motherfucking time. Another way that you can also exercise patience is through, believe it or not, rejection. Because depending on your goals and what it is that you are striving to do, or what it is that you are striving to be in this life, you're going to come across rejection a lot. You are. You're going to be rejected a lot, whether that be by that job that you always wanted, or whether it be by people that's within your industry that it is that you want to work with, whatever it may be. You're going to face a shit ton of rejection. And with that rejection, it comes patience. Because usually when someone is rejecting you, when it pertains to like an actual job or something like that, they'll usually give you feedback. They'll usually be like, hey, this is why we rejected you. This is why we don't think it's a good fit. This is why we don't think you're a good candidate, whatever it may be. And then you have to have that patience to take that rejection, apply it to whatever it is that you are doing, and then go back out there and do it again. So if you are working on something that you know that you're going to have to work with other people, you're going to have to reach out to other people, you're going to have to do things, and you know, hey, my project, it might not be 100% ready, or my book may not be 100% ready, or anything like that. If you know that that is something that you are going to have to submit, go ahead and submit it. Because A, you never know. You might get rejected. B, you might not get rejected. Or you might get rejected and be like, hey, I like where it's going so far. Come back around whenever it's done and we can talk about it. Come back around whenever you're finished with it. And yeah, we'll talk about if we want to sign you or if we want to work with you or woo. So that's another great way to exercise patience is rejection. Go get some rejection therapy up under your motherfucking belt. Please, it's important. I feel like rejection therapy is important for everybody, though. In all seriousness, I really do. Everybody should get rejected a couple of times. Half of the people that you probably know would still be fucking alive right now if they would have got fucking used to fucking being rejected, especially in this fucking day and age, which is really fucking sad, but it's the truth. No lies are being told thus far. So yes, rejection therapy is very, very important. Okay, so go out there, get you some rejection therapy. Go out there, put yourself out there. Do what it is that you want to do. Do what it is that you love. Because by you doing what it is that you want to do and do what it is that you love, it's going to come to fruition. Why? Because what? Success is your birthright. You have every single right to be successful. You have every single right to live the life that you want to live. Why? Because you made it out of your daddy nutsack. And I tell people that all the time. All jokes aside. You made it out of your daddy's nutsack. Do you not know how many sperms made it out of your daddy when he nutted in your mama? A lot. A lot. So the fact that you were chosen, you got that first, baby. You had to fight just to get to that. Hell, why can't you fight a little bit harder to have the life that it is that you want to have? One thing that you will notice when I go live, I talk a lot about going through the struggle, getting it out the mud and all that good stuff, because you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that. Even the richest people had to get it out the motherfucking mud. That's what y'all don't realize. Except for the fucking Nepo babies. Fuck the Nepo babies. Even though I want to make my baby a Nepo baby. Can't even hold you. I want to make my baby a Nepo baby. But fuck the Nepo babies. But yeah. All of those who came before them, their ancestors and shit, yeah, they got that shit out the mud. They worked hard. They worked hard to have what it is. That they were able to pass it down to generations upon generations. And their wealth grow and not be affected in a negative way. Baby, you gonna have to fight. You gonna have to get it out the mud. Just like their ancestors got it out the mud, so that way all of them can sit around and do nothing and look pretty and smile. Same thing with you, baby. You gonna have to do the same motherfucking thing. You gonna have to get that shit up out the motherfucking mud, okay? I know it sucks, trust me, but it'll be worth it. I promise you, it'll be worth it. And then I think I have one more. Yes, how to exercise patience, practice, as well as preparation on a day-to-day basis. So we've already gone over the goals of having your 3 goals that you usually have and making sure that you at least do one of those goals a fucking day, okay? We've already talked about rejection therapy, getting yourself out there. Go ahead and get rejected. Does it fucking suck? Yes, it fucking sucks, okay? You're speaking to someone who's been rejected a lot in life, but it's a part of life. And usually rejection is God's protection, okay? Or whatever entity, being, or deity that you may believe in. Rejection is just simply that, your motherfucking protection, okay? So if you got rejected from it, you weren't meant to be there. You weren't meant to go down a road, or you never know. You weren't meant to be there. It was just wrong timing, because sometimes that shit happens too. It really does. Okay, so the next thing that I have for you when it comes to exercising patience, preparation, as well as practice on a day-to-day basis is at least taking 1 to 2 hours out of your day. Okay, and I know that sounds like a lot. Hear me out. And it might not even take you 1 to 2 hours, okay? But me personally, after I send my kids to bed, I have that 1 to 2 hours before it's time for me to go to bed. And this is what I do. So basically, I take the time out to, first things first, go over my day, okay? I'll go over my day, check with myself mentally. Okay, how are you feeling? Are you feeling good mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually? Is there anyone that might piss you off? Is there anything that you feel like you can do better that you could work on? And all of that good stuff. So basically, I just have a whole hour to myself where I just go over my day, basically just talk to myself. Be one with myself. That's the best way that I can fucking put it. I just have to take a moment out and I just talk to myself. I'm one with myself. And I just basically go over my day, go over anything that might have came up during the day, any thoughts that I need to process, go ahead and get those processed and get those thoughts out. And most importantly, the next thing that I do, which this I cannot emphasize enough. I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to find an outlet for your anger, your anxiety, your depression, whatever it may be. Mine before bed, believe it or not, is my little iPad game. I'm obsessed with this little iPad game called, I think it's like Chefs and Friends. And I sit in my bed for an hour before I go to sleep. And I play my little game. And you want to know why I play my little game? Because it relaxes me. It relaxes the fuck out of me. It really does. It relaxes the fuck out of me. And it just gets me, go ahead and just helps me relax. All the anger that I felt during the day, gone. All the people that pissed me off, gone. The shit that my kids did that pissed me off, gone. All of it is gone. Why? Because I took the time out to find a way to release it. I took a time out to find a way to get rid of that anger, that hostility, that discomfort. And that is so important, because I know you're thinking to yourself, what does that have to do, Victoria? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with patience? What the fuck does that have to do with preparing for my goals? What the fuck does that have to do? That has a lot to do with it, because you are going to constantly be working with, depending on what your goals are, you're going to constantly be working with and dealing with people who piss you off like that on a day-to-day basis. And if you already lack patience for yourself, I know you lack patience for other people. And I'm talking to myself when I say that. Like, I know if you lack patience for yourself, for your goals, for the things that you want in your life, you lack patience for other fucking people too. Because I know I do. Say something dumb to me, I'm liable to, if I feel like it's dumb, I'm liable to cuss you out on a bad day. I can't even hold you. I'm liable to cuss you the fuck out on a bad day. I am. So I know you are not patient with other people either. So you have to find an outlet to let go of that hurt, that resentment, to get your anger out, to get those feelings out. Okay. It might be Dance Revolution for you. It might be playing video games. It might be listening to music. It might be smoking a blunt. It might be, hell, you having a motherfucking drink. Whatever it takes. Whatever it fucking takes. You got to learn how to release that shit. You do. And you have to learn how to exercise that patience. And the only way that I found for myself is by what? By the end of the day, releasing. Because at that point, I'm over what you said to me. I'm not mad anymore. I might feel like I still want to fight you, but I'm not mad anymore. I don't have any animosity, any hatred, or anything like that towards you now. I let it go last night when I was playing my little chef game and whooping everybody's asses in it and winning in the fucking competitions. I let it go. So having an outlet is very, very important, okay? Because as you can see, everything just kind of run of the mill, and it just all runs together at the end of the day. It does. Everything just runs together. Patience runs together with anxiety. Anxiety runs together with overthinking. Hell, overthinking runs together with negative thoughts. It's all a pattern. It all merges together. Okay? So starting with patience is what I would advise you to do if you are looking to go towards your dreams. If you are looking to go towards your goals, if you're looking to do any of that, exercise patience. Exercise that patience. Put that patience into practice, because that's so important. And then after that, you'll be able to be prepared and ready for whatever blessing, whatever it is, that hard work, whatever it is that you're manifesting. When it's here, you're more than prepared. You're more than ready. You're more than ready to deal with people. You're more than ready to be patient, to allow everything to come into fruition and play out the way that it needs to play out. You're more than ready to deal with asinine fucking people. Oh my gosh, that's going to be the worst part. At least for myself. I can't speak for nobody else. But for me, it's going to be dealing with the people. I don't want to deal with the people, but I got to deal with the people. You feel me? Dealing with people, you're ready. You're prepared because you took that time out. Instead of sitting there thinking to yourself, why am I being punished? Why is it that the universe, God, angels, ancestors, all of them are fucking with me and punishing me because I'm sitting up here and I'm working hard and I'm being patient and all that good stuff? You want to know why it's not a punishment. Everything is being aligned. Everything is being put together. And then once you do get there and it still has to play out, it still has to fully come into fruition, you'll be more than ready. You'll be more than ready. So take the time out, y'all, to use your patience, to prepare yourself, to practice, to make that craft better, to make you better overall. So that way, ultimately, when that success come in, you're going to eat their asses the fuck up. Period. You're going to eat them the fuck up. You hear me? You're going to eat their asses the fuck up, and you're going to be ready. And when people going to be looking at you, they'll be like, God damn, how's this motherfucker so ready? How does this person have the mindset that they have? How did they build the way that they built? It's because you took the time out to do you. You took the time out to grow. You took the time out to be patient. It's crazy. You can't sit up there and ask for all this shit, manifest a shit ton of stuff, and then expect to continuously be the same person that you were before the manifestation took effect. That's virtually impossible. That's not going to fucking happen. That's not going to happen, babes. So take that time out, grow, change, evolve, practice with patience, and be that bitch. For real. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, at least for part 1 today. I plan on doing part I found you. I plan on doing part 2 tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And basically in part 2, I will actually be just going over how it is that I practice, my personal goals, all that good stuff when it pertains to me practicing patience. And then we're also going to get in to overcoming overthinking while you are manifesting. Well, not manifesting, but actually working hard. Because I don't like the word manifest, to be quite honest with you. I prefer the word so much like hard work, because at the end of the day, it's universal law. You put in the fucking hard work, it's going to fucking come to fruition. Like that's how that works. There's no other way around it. Like, you got to believe in yourself too, but that's besides the point. But yeah, that is all I have for y'all today. Thank y'all so much. Y'all can go ahead and stay if you like, because I'm just going to turn up my music and finish out my makeup. Feel free to comment, vent, reach out to me in the DMs. Whichever one makes you feel comfortable. If you decided to stay the whole time, I thank you so much for your time. And most importantly, I thank you so much for your patience. Because patience is key. Patience is virtue. It is so important to have that motherfucking patience. And thank you for being along a part of my journey, because this is something that is new for me that I'm starting. And I know this is something that I'm going to be successful in. Why? Because I'm putting in the hard work to be successful in it. It's inevitable. I'm successful because I'm alive. I'm successful because I have the birthright to be here. And it's going to come into fruition. Everything always comes into fruition. It has no other choice but to come into fruition. But I'm about to turn on my music and finish out my makeup. Feel free to comment, talk, all that good stuff below. Thank y'all so much for coming to listen to me ramble. My TED Talk definitely will be probably hitting dabs tomorrow instead of doing this, because makeup and yapping, that's not my ticket. That is not my ticket to pull people in whatsoever, is makeup and yapping. Which I do want to say, I did get more views than I did today, than what I did yesterday. So maybe I should just do cleanup instead, or do something like that while I talk to y'all. I'm not sure. I'll find something creative to do, because I'm in competition with a whole lot of people who love to give advice. So since I'm in a competition with a whole lot of people who love to fucking give advice, guess what? I got to do something on my channel to make my shit different. Outside of my bomb ass motherfucking personality though. Outside of that, I have to do something that's going to draw people in and all that good stuff. So back to the drawing board for me, but I'm not mad at it at all. I'm actually really excited because it allows me to find creativity, find a way to be creative. Because in a world where creativity is constantly being stifled and just constantly being like, oh my gosh, you don't need to be creative. You just need to go along with the flow. You need to go along with what everybody else is doing. I want to be a bright light. I don't want to be the bitches on fucking Instagram and shit like that all look the same. I don't want to be the bitches on here that all do the same motherfucking shit. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Personalities differ sometimes. Personalities do differ. And personality does help a lot when people are watching you. But at the end of the day, people are going to watch who they want to watch, and they're going to fuck with who they want to fuck with. And that's what that boils down to. And I know that I'm fuck-wittable. Is that even a word? Fuck-wittable? However, I'm trying to fucking pronounce it. I can't fucking pronounce it. Fuck-wittable. Yeah. I know people fuck with me, and I fuck with people heavy. So it's just a matter of me continuously building, continuously growing, and I'm going to be patient. And I'm so excited to see how everything just turns out for myself and how everything comes into fruition. Because like I said before, success is my birthright. Success is everyone's birthright. You're here. You here. You're made it. You are alive another day. You are alive to fight another motherfucking day in this crazy fucked up world. So that means you are important. You are valued. And you are here. Even if no one else has told you today, let me be the person that's telling you right now, you are valued. You are loved. You are wanted. Okay? Because if not, your ass would have already been in the motherfucking plot. If you was not loved and you were not wanted, your ass would already be dead in a motherfucking plot somewhere. If your mission was done, you would be dead. You ain't dead, so your mission ain't done, honey. Take the time to rest. Take the time to grow. And you're going to be just fine. I can promise you that much. Life always gets better. It always does. Oh, I have to say, not bad for not doing makeup for like 2-3 months. Okay, let me stop lying. Nah, yeah, 2-3 months. Probably more than that. God damn it, my titties is in the way. And this is why I do makeup standing up. It's so much more comfortable and a lot more fun than to do it sitting down. Ooh, my playlist playing old songs. Oh, you know. But yeah. Bam. Okay. But yeah. Makeup and this, yeah. Makeup Live is not my forte. But it did come out pretty fucking good for me to be doing it for the first time in a couple of months. I will admit that. It turned out pretty fucking good. Ooh, not Rihanna. And I need lip gloss, and I am done. I could put on mascara, but let's be realistic. I'm probably gonna put on fake eyelashes. And just like that, I am done. Thank y'all so much for staying tuned. Thank you so much for the likes and the shares. And I will be back tomorrow with part 2 of patience and understanding why it's not a punishment and why you should use that for practice and preparation. Thank y'all so much. Bye-bye.